Do I not have any? There's no. Okay, now we go. All right, we got them. We got it up. Let's hit it. Let's hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Blitz World Series.
All right. Let's get it going here. Let's get it going. We got Luke Z in red fighting out of the US of A. On the right, we got Zhas in yellow fighting out of Kazakhstan. On the left, a couple top-level Blitz players. They're hungry. You guys are hungry. Another round in this tournament. These guys looking home to try to take home that $100. A couple of experienced Blitz level players, and these are the kind of guys who put the reps in. They've had a couple weeks on this map now practicing, and I'm giddy. I'm excited about it. Woody is not in this tournament. No, it's hard to get Woody into tournaments. The scheduling is absolutely outlandish. It's hard to even schedule a single show match because of the time change. So here we go. We got Luke stretching towards that power plant. Both players stretching towards the power plant. It's interesting to kind of see this meta evolve a little bit. In the beginning, a lot of players were pushing topside, trying to get the airport, trying to control the higher ground. But now we see a lot of people pushing for that power plant, especially with Soviet. It can really kickstart things, get you rolling quick to not have to build that second power plant, pump the oils, pump the war factories. So Zhas slightly, about even on tanks right now, but Zhas taking advantage of that higher ground. And this map is really tricky. These areas are really, really small to build through, and it's dangerous. If you give your opponent the higher ground, it can be really, really annoying. And Luke does not seem super concerned about these rhinos right now. He could be pumping a little bit of fodder. He could bring some conscripts in. But Zhas with the higher ground does have a slight edge right now, but does push into the sentry gun. Sentry gun should help Luke even things out right now. Luke's slightly behind here on tanks for some reason. Luke does take control of the power plant, so Luke is a big fan of an early economy. Luke likes to pump those early oil derricks and really, really get his money flowing. And we've seen Luke, Luke's a top-level Blitz player. He manages all 4 tabs nicely. He's a very quick player, generally speaking, is what we've seen from him. So now Luke out with a sentry. Zhas trying to push on the bottom side. Zhas with conscripts and a sentry gun on that bottom side. And Zhas could, will be interesting to see if Zhas destroys the power plant or tries to take it for himself. And Luke is severely outgunned right now. I'm not sure how Luke got so far behind on tanks, but he needs a bit of a miracle here. Zhas sees his advantage and decides to push in here. Gonna be a bit unfortunate for Luke. Luke needs a bit of a prayer. No radar out, so he can't deso to slow these down. Luke is on 2 war factories, so even if he loses this war factory, he will be okay. But man, Zhas's tanks are not going down right now. And Zhas going to go for the MCV. And on the back end, Zhas looking really, really nice. Luke's going to have to GG out here, unfortunately. Yep, so Zhas can ult that war factory, and then Luke will not have a war factory or an MCV. And Zhas takes home that first point pretty decisively. I spoke a little too soon. Luke making him work for it just a little bit here. Oh my god, these elite conscripts, this is hilarious. Okay, so I spoke a little too soon, and now out with the Tesla troopers. You know things are looking desperate when you're out with the Tesla troopers. Zhas says, I go back and make nuke, or you can quit. Which is kind of funny. I mean, I guess make him go back and make the nuke. Who cares? Yeah, I mean... Luke says he's just warming up. Little trash talk from the players here. Love that. Alan with the follow. Just what we needed. A new follower to spice things up. Get the stream going here. Love it. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, that's really the truth. Yeah, Zhas has been getting reps in. When there's money on the line, Zhas will put the hours in. He trains against the top level players. He knows the map inside, outside, sideways, up and down. But Luke's a strong player. Luke pushing with the Tesla troopers here, and I actually like this from Luke. Luke is not going to win this point, but you might as well make Zhas work for it. There's no reason not to. It allows you to get warmed up. You don't want to get wrecked on a point and just immediately start the next one. That obviously can lead to a bit more tilt, stuff like that. Demo truck bottom side. So yeah, there's no reason not to warm up a little bit, make your opponent work for it, and frustrate them too. No reason not to. Zhas puts the first one on the board, Soviet versus Soviet. Luke is a super, super strong allied player. I'm excited to see as we get into these other factions. I guess I say that every time. Soviet versus Soviet's always the one I'm least excited about, but Soviet versus Soviet is fun. I think Soviet versus Soviet is the best reflection of traditional skills, you know, Rhino War style, who's faster to the click, better with microing and tank management. But these other ones get a little bit more spicier. There's a bit more curveballs involved in Blitz as you mix in the Rockies and the Eagles. All right, Allied versus Allied now. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, all right. Allied versus Allied now. Luke on the left, Zhas on the right. Yeah, let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get here. So it looks like we got Luke going topside this time. That's interesting. On this map, pretty much a guarantee that you got to bring some early GIs and do something. Although, as I say that, neither of the players are really doing that, which is very interesting. And I think for Allied, you know, in the original versions of this map, you know, Allied going for the airport was kind of obvious. To be able to get 2 paradrops, the Yuri's Revenge GIs, obviously super OP. The 2 paradrops is super strong, but for whatever reason, that's just the meta has not evolved in that way. The power plant building towards the bottom, we almost see every single game as we've moved out of like D3, D2. Top level players all build towards the bottom. So it'd be interesting to see how Luke plays this. I like the idea of the double airport, but then again, I am not a top level player, so I really don't know. Luke in with some super early IFVs. This is funny. Gonna get a good scout. Gonna ult the War Factory? Is this worth losing 3 IFVs for? Oh, only loses 1 IFV. Okay, not so bad. That was a great hit. Little in and out mission. You usually see the in and out missions from GVs. You know, you throw the GI in the IFV, then you see a little quick stuff. But little in and out mission with the IFVs early on. I like it. Nothing wrong with that. Engineer gonna head up and take that airport. Ooh, and that Eagle doesn't get it. So playing in the crater now with these IFVs. Love this from Luke. Posturing up nicely. Beautiful map control. Luke's now got two paradrops coming. That's a lot. Oh, actually only 1. He doesn't have his AFC out. Luke pumping a lot of early oils, as we've talked about, kind of his thing. But yeah, a lot of free units early on. A lot of free units for Luke, which would be nice. Ooh, that was really unfortunate tank control from Luke. That paradrop just took out way too many units. Yeah, you can't be trying to shoot at Yuri's Revenge GIs. You got to run them over or bring out a sniper. But that was really unfortunate. And now Luke would love to try to get in the center here. Luke's got a lot of bruised Grizzlies. Luke needs to try to get control of the center, get into that crater, and get healed up. And now there is an opening. Luke could push in here and heal up these tanks. And this is, you know, this is the difference between a player that's played these maps a lot and who hasn't. You know, you got a bunch of bruised tanks. You got to be thinking, can I get to the crater? So Luke gets in there, gets juiced up. That's a big move. Like that. I like that. Eagles coming topside. Eagles are going to snipe that AFC. Does Luke see it coming? Ooh, he's going to lose the Eagles. Oh, so Luke does get the Eagles off. So Luke needs to hover now and build another AFC. As we saw with Marco, Allied versus Allied, there's a very obvious meta. Build multiple AFCs. It's as simple as that. You just can't afford to keep losing your AFCs and hovering your Eagles. It takes way too much time and energy. So Luke does get another AFC out and saves them. Luke controlling the center of the map nicely. That early War Factory hit was really nice for Luke. It did put him behind. Okay, so ooh, GI's up on the cliff. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. Zed, you want a hype tank? I'll give you a hype tank. Hype tank out here as we move in. Zed, ooh. Wow, and Zhas going down swinging here. I kind of thought Luke had the leg up here, but now as I look at the armies here, this is certainly could go either way right now. What do we got? So, I mean, Zhas has a nice army, but not much else on the back end. So, nice group of Grizzlies. The problem is all those Grizzlies are bruised. GIs are pushing from the bottom side. I love the harassment that we see from Luke here with these IFVs. So Zhas looking to try to do something with these Grizzlies, and it's so important right now for Luke to deny Zhas the crater. He does not want those Grizzlies to get juiced up. They are, these Grizzlies are full strength. I thought those Grizzlies were damaged. So it looks like Zhas has a decent army right now, but things are falling behind quickly. And Luke gonna dive in with these Rockies. No anti-air. Zhas quits out. Luke takes it 1-1. What a treat. What a treat. Snark, can we get you in here, buddy? Snark, password 99. So now we got... Alright, I gotta join voice. Join voice with Snark. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, hold on. Doing good, man. Doing good. Wait, keep talking. Let me adjust this audio. Say something. Oh shit, you're not coming through at all on the stream. No, okay. Say something again. Oh shit. Okay, I got it. All right, now go.
All right. I hope I'm coming through now.
Yes.
Anyway, Luke versus Zhas, 1-1. So they evened it out just for me so that I come in all hyped up, dying to know who's going to win.
That's exactly right, man. We were all waiting for you. We were like, hey, keep this one close so that Snark can come in and hype us up. That's what it's all about.
Hell yeah. All right, let's do this, Cypher.
All right,
Let's do this. Tell me, I understand that QN versus Marco didn't happen in the end, right?
Yeah, you know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. So yesterday, Zane dropped out and said, hey, I'm dropping out, but Marco's going to replace me. I thought, oh, we got Marco and Kian. That's not so bad. That'll be fun. So then we get Marco and Kian. And then this morning, Kian says, hey, I don't want to play either, blah, blah, blah. So then Kian drops out. So then I spend 45 minutes convincing Frank to play Marco, even though Frank didn't know the map. So I made Frank play Marco. So anyway, we had Frank versus Marco, bit of a bloodbath. But anyway, that's where we're at. Marco beat Frank. Marco's now in the semifinals. That's where we're at.
Oh, all right. But let's get into this game. We see Luke now is Allied versus Zhas, who is Soviet. What do you think, man?
Yeah, we'll see here. We'll see. We saw Luke. Luke came out pretty strong with that last Allied look. I think Luke's definitely more comfortable Allied. I think Luke should really try to pick up a point here. It's interesting to see neither of these players are bringing the early infantry, which we've seen so much on this map. Have you been playing this map much, Snark?
I have, and as Allied, I definitely advise to go with the GIs. The early GIs is so powerful, so much pressure. The Zhas was already starting to defend versus it. He made a bunker, but Luke didn't do it. And as a matter of fact, Luke went War Factory before his first oil. Zhas went 2 oils before his War Factory. That's a complete difference in philosophy. And he's coming in here. I get the War Factory here. Zhas isn't careful. Oh, he's ulting it.
This could be very, very quick. Yeah, this was interesting to see. Zhas was playing as if, maybe Zhas had his matchup, Soviet versus Allied, and he thought, hey, Soviet versus Allied, I'm supposed to be the aggressor. He's going to sit back. I'm going to mix things up and not be the aggressor. But Luke had a plan from the very beginning to shove Grizzlies right down his throat. Not a strategy we see very often in Blitz, Allied versus Soviet. And it's really working right now. He has a massive tank advantage. And if he has this properly scouted, he should be looking to get in there and try to take some hits.
Indeed. So Luke way ahead at this point. We're seeing 5 oils. We're seeing so many Grizzlies. Yeah, I don't know what Zhas was thinking with that Angie there. And Luke isn't even pushing in here. He's like, I'm gonna gloat. I'm gonna, I got 5 trillion more things to do. I could go in now and end the game, but I'm just gonna chill. Zhas making another War Factory on 3 oils. Interesting choice. They're trying to catch up here on the tank numbers, but I'm worried for Zhas, I'll be honest.
Yeah, and Zhas, you see Zhas just trying to stay alive by the skin of his teeth right now, tucking into that corner, trying to play it tight, getting those bunkers up. The problem is you can survive like this, you can delay your death, but you really can't win like this. Your oils are now a huge liability. If you can once he starts hitting these oils, Zhas' whole base is going to explode. Zhas is going to try to take a hit here, but just doesn't have the numbers for it. He kind of has to, though, but it's not going to work. Zhas quits.
Zhas just quits. Wow. So Zhas' mistake there was 2 oils before War Factory versus War Factory first. You see your opponent make a War Factory. You see his first oil isn't coming out, right? At the same time it's coming out. I guess it's hard to counter, but at least Tesla Troopers, you start spamming those sentry guns, if you know that he has a war factory and you're 2 oils first before your war factory, you got to start building those defenses like crazy because you know he's coming. You know you're going to be out tanked. You know you're going
Yep.
to be playing defensive. You got to play the long game.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And yeah, I think you just can't you can't trust that you know what your opponent's going to do. You can try to think it, but right there for Zhas, way over committed to like a soft opening mid game or something. And Luke just, I mean, happened to have the perfect counter for it, which was a bunch of Grizzlies, which wasn't expected. But yeah, you got to be on your toes versus a player like Luke. Luke definitely understands the Blitz format, understands the value of mixing up his looks, not letting himself be predictable, and it paid off there because the early Grizzlies were a weird look to give Zhas, and it perfectly countered what Zhas was going for, and Luke picked up a very easy win. So we move into 2-1 here. Now Luke with Soviet. So Zha's going to bring the early GIs, and this is the first time we've seen this in this match, and I think it makes perfect sense on this map. People have gotten so much out of these early GIs. You just got to get in there before the Deso comes. Be interesting to see how Luke decides to counter it here. Certainly radar
Indeed.
is the way to do it, but could go either way.
Yeah. Yeah, so Luke did go oil first, then War Factory. Right after that, he's spamming out the sentry guns. It looks like he's going to try to defend with a sentry gun wall, and there's the radar. But we know what happens to the Soviet player when he goes radar, sentry guns, and all of this before going heavy ults, and at the second barracks.
Wow,
Okay,
second,
Luke, we're gonna
second barracks? What's the
Alright,
second barracks
so-
for?
I don't know. Produce Desos faster. Mistake, misclick. I really
Man,
don't know. We're gonna watch Luke's money here. Zhas is on 3k. Luke is on 2k. And look at Zhas. Zhas has 3 oils. Luke has only 2 oils. Currently, Luke does have a tank. Zhas doesn't, right? But really, at the end of the day, Zhas is ahead.
Yeah, and so the GIs, I mean, you know, the early GI rush, you either got to get some damage or you got to really throw off your opponent's build like that. Make him
look at
build
that.
3 sentries, 2 Desos, 2 barracks, and a radar. So that's going to slow him down a little bit, but I'd like to see Zhas, well, I don't know. Actually, as an allied player, Zhas can now sit back a little bit, defend himself, get the Eagles coming, and kind of roll with it.
Yeah, but he wants to keep the oil count in his advantage, or he's taking the cliff there. He did use that sniper very effectively to eliminate the Deso. Has to watch that IFE. Whoa,
doesn't
one
wanna-
shot, and it will go down.
Gonna sneak
He
the,
wants to
wow,
get this
saves the
Deso.
IFE, gonna come through the middle and snipe that Deso. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
That IFE taking a nice advantage of that back route. Now in the crater, juicing up. Oh my god, that IFE is a track star.
Wow.
That was hilarious. Just ran a whole lap around the map.
Very nice indeed. So again, we're gonna do a quick oil count here. We've got 4 oils for Zhaz and we got 4 oils for Luke. So pretty even. Tank numbers are pretty even. But oh, he pushed into those GIs and
Yep,
the
and the
Grizzlies came in.
The GI's
Let's
got
see
a
if
lot
it's
of damage
enough.
done there. Yep. Oh, and now the Grizzlies in the crater.
Oh, nice. Zhaz knows how to play this, man. He goes in, he repairs his shit. You know, he snipes using the sniper, using all the blitz options here. The only thing he's forgetting is his NG that's AFK in the bottom.
Oh,
Look at that
yep.
power drop. Power drop.
And Zhas dives into those sentries, does get the oil. Now going to dive on the MCV. And Luke had some Rhinos AFK in the top side, loses his MCV. And now Luke with 3 barracks for some reason, does still have his radar, does have a lot of Rhinos, and those Grizzlies juicing up again in the crater. Those Grizzlies were very, very weak. It's nice use of that crater from Zhas to get a second life out of them.
And yeah, at the end of the day, no fire here for
Snark, your audio is cutting in and out. You got anything weird going on your side?
is it
Yeah, you sound robotic.
I sound like connections of it.
Oh, and the Eagles come in and take out one of the barracks. Luckily, Luke's got 3 barracks, so he's got 2 more to go here. But yeah,
GGs.
yeah, Luke's gonna try to make.
That can become meat and steak now.
Here, Snark, I think you got to hold off. I don't think your audio's coming through. Okay, so the Rhino's pushing in now here. Nice Prism Tower to defend. The Conscripts joining the action. Oh my god, that elite. Oh, that elite IFV. Oh my god, picks up the War Factory. Wow, that was a big move to get in there. Grab that War Factory with the elite IFV. So now Luke with no War Factory. Yeah, Conscripts on the top side doing a little mission here. He's got this last batch of Rhinos, losing value quick on those, and the Eagles are going to slowly pick them apart. Luke can decide if he wants to make a last-ditch dive here or roll over and die, but doesn't have much left to do. Bit unfortunate Snark, how's your audio?
You tell me.
Oh, now you're sounding fresh. There's the Snark we know and love.
Perfect. All right, he's diving for the MCV here. Does get the sell, but at the end of the day, it's like you said. At this point, it's over.
Yep, yep.
Nice attempt with the Deso there. Sniper gets it again, and Luke quits.
These guys putting on an absolute show for us. I love it. I love it. 2-2. These guys are banging out.
Wow. Yeah. Crazy series going on here. Both of these players, they're responding and reacting and doing really well. Like Luke dealt with that GI rush really, really well, right? And then Zhas dealt with the Desolators really, really well. And at the end of the day, Zhas managed to overwhelm him, but great games right there.
Yep, it's that. I mean, it's that top level play. It's the counter, and it's like, in a lower level game, like a lower level player, it's like you counter, and like in a low level game, it might be like they do something and the other player doesn't counter that first move and they lose. At a top level game, you have like the GIs are countered, then he counters his counter, and you keep going level by level. And that was like the 5th counter finally broke him down. But like we talked about, getting behind early on, that radar, 2 barracks, couple desos, 3 sentries. If you can throw your opponent off of their early build, especially because guys, you want to settle in, you want to do what you're comfortable with, and that early pressure can really, really throw people off. And let's see if we see some early conscript action again. Looks like Zhas is gonna. Oh, Zhas just taking those huts on the bottom. So not a lot of early infantry action from these guys. Have you been seeing a lot of early infantry action, Snark, when you've been on this map?
Well, I'll tell you at the end of the day, Soviet versus Soviet, I feel like the infantry early game isn't really worth it, like a few dogs, and it will be dealt with later on. It becomes way more of a threat if it's used correctly. But in SVS, either are you a tech man or are you a multi-war factory guy?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like if you don't go straight Rhino Wars on a small map like this, you're going to lose. It's difficult, you know what I mean? So I think pumping the Rhinos early on, because if you don't, your opponent will. It's difficult to counter against a top-level player. So I feel like you got to pump the Rhinos and try to out-tank them, but hard to say. What do you think?
Indeed, yeah, no, I agree. I believe that definitely Rhinos on such a small map is the way to go, but we have seen, successful players like Zed, who just holds off with Desolators and Tesla coils, and you can't get near him.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a possibility. We see Luke with a very aggressive build towards his opponent constantly. Zhas a little bit more reserved, building on his side of the map. You notice that barracks coming out on the top. Now Zhas is going to use the conscripts we were talking about here. Needs to be careful of that waypoint. Doesn't want them to get picked off one at a time from the sentry gun. Alright, we got a bit of a sentry gun war at the top.
Yeah, a little base battle here. Yeah, Luke really pushing things. Zhas, I mean, again, we see Zhas building into the corner. And on a map like this, I mean, and the point, Blitz, the MO of Blitz has always been discourage turtling. Reward the aggressive player. And on this map, it gives you that map control's big. You can take the airport, you can take the power plant if you want. You can play the crater, you can bounce in and out and heal. And it's hard. Just to tuck yourself in the corner is very, very difficult.
But bad DC there from Luke, and at the top, Zhas is also winning the conscript battle.
Wow.
Looking good for Zhas.
And Luke goes in the crater, juicing up those Rhinos. Yeah, the conscript's coming out big on the top side. Neither player using a bunker, which is interesting.
Yeah, definitely a bunker out front up there would have been very good for Luke.
And now
he's pushing in it.
Oh, and a bit of a... And now Luke goes for the back door. Dives on the power plant. Gonna get the barracks. Doesn't think he can get the and now gonna chase...
Oh, nice sentry gun placement there. That cost him 2 tanks. Just that sentry gun.
Yeah.
Really, really, really nice.
Interesting calculation from Luke there. He didn't think he could get the MCV, so he went for the power in the barracks instead. All right, so going to clean up these conscripts nicely. Luke holding on to his base expansion. What's that?
Sorry, no, Zhas just got a deso with the dog behind the barracks. He put it back behind the barracks again now. All right, that's the second deso that Luke has already lost because of the dog. Sneaky, sneaky dog.
Yeah, and Zhas really battling back. He was in that corner early on, a little rope and dope, taking some hits, but then came out and he's
another deso.
Wow.
That dog. All right.
Yeah.
So Zhas is now taking up.
And now Zhas moves into tech with the battle lab. Very interesting Soviet versus Soviet play from Zhas. Really chose his battles well and defended himself really nicely.
Indeed. So Zhas doing an amazing job here. He's teched up. He's got the nuclear power plant out now. You know, Luke might have map control, but at the end of the day, Zhas is ahead at the moment.
Yeah, and you know what? Luke hasn't really taken much advantage of his map control. He didn't take the power plant, and actually Zhas controls the airport on the top side. So Luke has been able to use the crater more, but other than that, Zhas has been able. He's played conservatively very, very well as far as map control goes. I really like this from Zhas.
Yeah, all right, Kirov
You're
coming out.
out
The
now.
Rhinos are coming in. Oh, a little bit out of position. We're going to see about the tank control here. And those Desas on the cliff actually getting some nice hits on the tanks as well. And Luke keeps confusing Zhas, but that Kirov is coming in and it's going to do damage. And
Oh
look at
my-
the bottom.
And Zhas, so somehow you look at the map, Luke has the tank control, but somehow Zhas is the one with the Navy. Zhas is the one with the airport. It's amazing. Wait, does Zhas control that power plant?
Nope, no. But you
So
can build a naval yard like 11
super
squares
far.
away from your base.
And he does get
So,
the
yeah.
dread off. Can he save that dread? There's not enough room for
Oh,
that dread
move it
to
to the
hide.
corner. Move it to the corner. Move it to the corner. There we go.
Oh my god, he
saves it.
saves the dread. That Kirov did
Kirov.
work on the top side. Zhas, a lot of bruised tanks in that group. Zhas got to be maybe considering trying to make a move, but Luke's got a lot of tanks right now. What can this dreadnought do in the bottom left? Sorry, I'm coming up with dread. There's a dreadnought behind me in the bottom left. Dreadnought now shooting that warp. Gonna take that oil.
Oil. If he hits it, it's going to take the war factory with him.
So now Luke now has to counter this dreadnought with flax, which is annoying. Luke's got some fodder. He's got some desos. He's juicing up in the crater. Wow, what is this next move here?
Yeah, and Zhas doing so much work with these Desos. Look at those Desos getting all the fodder, getting a lot of chip damage on all the tanks there.
So this is very
And the
annoying.
Dreadnought
The drones in the crater now, they don't automatically kick the drones out. You got to move in and out of the crater. And if Luke doesn't realize that, Luke's losing a lot of tanks, not realizing that. There's a specific video in the tournament forum explaining to the pros how to do that. And if they didn't watch the video, it's their own fault. Luke's going to lose some tanks. Okay. The Dreadnought. God, is this Dreadnought still alive? Jesus.
Dreadnought is still alive. It is losing health. It will die momentarily. Luke trying
there
to
goes
push
the
in here
Dread.
with the tanks. Zhas is trying to defend here. Can Zhas make a defense on this nuclear power plant?
Ooh.
Oh! Ooh.
Whoa.
He lost so many tanks there.
Wow.
He lost so many tanks
and
with the
Luke pulls a
explosion.
big hit from Luke, knowing that he can bounce back to the crater, juice those guys up. Wow, hits that nuclear reactor. So Zhas now low power. Zhas lost a lot of tanks. Zhas has to switch to drones and desos and try to hold. Gonna lose the MCV.
That's no power. That's it. He's not going to have power
Yep.
for his IC. He should sell it right away and the lab to try and get power back, but it's over at this
It's
point. I
over.
think.
Luke takes that one home. Wow, what a fight
Ooh.
though.
I was sure Zhas won that.
Wow.
That one nuclear power plant, all of Zhaz's tanks were hugging
Yep.
the power plant.
That was
So
a-
as soon as it went down, boom, half his army gone.
Beautiful, beautiful move from Luke to see that, picking that target, knowing that was the target to hit there. You know, those decisions being made in split seconds, making those calculations of what's going to be the most valuable for you. That's what a top level player is all about. And top level move from Luke, and he was able to win the game with it. That was huge.
Insane game right there. I mean, Zhaz was so ahead, bro. And then he wasn't.
Wow.
Ah,
All right, so now we move
Crazy,
back to
crazy
Allied
games.
versus Allied. Now, who won the first Allied versus Allied?
First AVA, I think I missed that one. That was the second game, right? Yeah, I missed that one. I know it was 1-1 after that game, but I don't know who won it.
Yeah, I think in that first one was when we saw I can't remember. Anyway, so Allied versus Allied now. Both these players they're fun Allied players. They really take advantage of everything at their disposal. We saw that one game with Luke. He brought the IFVs in super early, took out the War Factory. So it's fun, these guys, what they do with their GIs, their IFVs, SEALs, Prism Walks, Eagles, Rockies. It's fun to watch these guys. So Allied versus Allied should be interesting here. Both players building towards the bottom this time. Luke, last time with Allied, he went towards the Paradrop last time. So it's interesting to see. Really mixing things up, these guys, giving different looks. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. So, Allied versus Allied, definitely a completely different game, like you were saying. What? Oh, there we go. So you can see already the difference there. Zhas going with the super early FC, Luke going for the War Factory. We know by the build time, there it is, it pops out.
Yep.
And again, a difference in opinion here. Luke believing War Factory is the way to do it. Zhas believing Eagles first. So here comes the first Eagle. Can I get the first IFV?
Oh, big. This is big. This is big. Does
Ooh,
get an
gets
IFE.
it.
Doesn't lose the Eagle. So, yeah, I think we'll see Luke pump the IFVs here to counter the early error from Zhas. And now, that's what I was going to say. I think he'll be looking for a counter punch if there's an opening in there. It looks like there is a Grizzly out now. And up on the
Oh,
cliff,
no.
look at that range. Man, these cliffs are annoying.
Reaches. Oh, man.
Does
It
he
reaches
dive?
gonna die for it with IVs, and he's ulting. He's gonna get it. He's
Gonna
gonna
get
get
the War
it.
Factory. Forces the sell.
Oh.
And a
All
smart move
right.
from Zhas there to sell it instead of losing it. Does take all the IFVs with him. And Zhas with a slight tank advantage right now. And now Luke forced, and just like that, things tilt and back. Now Luke on the defensive. And Zhas in the base, picking targets. Brings out a Patriot missile, so the pillbox is a bit delayed here. Zhas
EGI's coming out, ulting the War Factory, but another tank comes out. No, he can't push here. He's not gonna be able to do anything.
Nope, doesn't get anything done. Wow.
War Factory back up, but remember, Luke is ahead on oils. He's on 3 oils. Zhaz is only on 2, but Zhaz does have an AFC with 3 eagles. If Luke tries to attack now with the tanks, ain't gonna work out for him.
the
And those
elite GI.
GIs.
Oh my god, the elite GI. Oh, that pillbox. And Luke targeted that elite GI, and the dog dives and get the other elite GI. Man, Luke just barely hanging on. That could have swung. That could have got really unfortunate quick with those elite GIs. Now, here's the problem. These eagles out super early. Luke is in a tough spot. Allied versus allied. Takes the barracks. Nice hit from Zhas there. And now
loses
Luke,
an eagle for it.
yeah, Luke in a tough spot to try to can't really get an AFC out, you know, really tough.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he's behind either, because on oils, it's 5 oils versus 2 oils, right? So Luke will be able to
wow,
outproduce him big time.
Yeah, Zhas only on 2 oils. Yeah, I forgot that early War Factory hit. And Luke on a Luke should be looking to make something happen with these Grizzlies, right?
Indeed, the eagle's coming in. What is the target? Go for the AFC, that's right. Goes for the power, not the AFC. Interesting choice there. Oh, why did Zhaz make another AFC? He's on 2 oils. What is he doing?
Wow, and Zhas brings out a second AFC, and now these Grizzlies, Zhas doesn't have a counter for these.
What
And
is
Zhas
he
is broke.
doing?
Zhas is broke. The double AFC has
Zhaz
to,
is dead.
and Zhas
It's
has nothing
over.
to defend himself with. Yeah.
What was he thinking there?
The double AFCs. I don't know.
Oh my god.
The double, and the thing was, he wasn't using the Eagles defensively. He could have been making laps with the Eagles trying to pick off the army. He didn't have any defenses. You can try to defend yourself with Eagles, but you need to constantly be lapping with them, trying to damage tanks. It's very tough. And then once you go broke, obviously you need pillboxes. Yeah, just a miscalculation there from Zhas.
He was on 2 oils that entire game, Ivor. That you cannot go AVA 2 oils versus 5 oils. It doesn't matter what you build, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that was just broke. Oh yeah, the lucky unicorn. Who was I supposed to give the unicorn to? Luke doesn't need the unicorn. No way. I'm not giving Luke the. I'm giving Zhaz the unicorn. Nice try, Zed. Zhaz needs it now. I want to come back, man. I want a game number 9. All right, 4-2. So match point if Luke can take it.
All right, so it is match point for Luke, like you said. Zha's now getting the Soviet. I cannot remember this matchup last time who won, but it
Yeah,
should
this was
definitely be
the match when
interesting.
Luke brought those early IFVs and ulted Zhaz's War Factory, I think, super early. So yeah, we see. So both players look like okay. Early little build towards the bottom here again. Let's see how this goes. It is match point if Luke can take it, but Zhaz does have the lucky unicorn, so we'll see how that goes.
Indeed. All right, Luke out with a few GIs. Oh, more than a few GIs. Okay, Luke is all right. Not 7 GIs is not that many actually. Zhaz will only do counter them, but even 2 sentry guns will be enough to counter 7 GIs.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, it's
coming
interesting
in
to
here.
see. Maybe he plays the cliff, maybe just toying with him a little bit. No reason not to bring him out. I don't think you can always pull him back. But yeah, sit up on that cliff, and if he builds anything in range, Zhaz smartly keeping out of range though. Sentry gun to counter.
No, the GI. Oh, but what is he doing? He needs to crush them. No,
Yikes.
Zhaz. And he's hitting the
Yikes.
power plant. He's gonna go low powers. Production is gonna be slowed down to 50%. The Grizzlies are gonna be producing twice as fast, and Zhaz is gonna lose his barracks as well.
And here come
he's
the
in trouble here.
Grizzlies, the elite.
No sentry guns.
And there we go.
Is that me?
Oh, I thought Zhaz was quitting out. Snark, are you still in voice?
Is that me?
I don't know. Are you? You're still in voice though, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me check.
I thought for sure Zhaz was quitting out. Zhas hanging in there, guys. Match point here. If Luke can take this one home, Luke significantly up on Grizzlies. A nice GI push, got a lot done there. Really, really unfortunate. It's kind of the meta on this map. You got to expect the early GIs, and you got to have a counter for it. Once they take the ledge, it can be really, really unfortunate. Trying to counter it with sentries is really, really tough. Zhas, 3 Rhinos against 10 Grizzlies, not looking good. Luke also has some fodder in the mix. Zhas out now with a radar and a Deso, a little late to the party, but you never know. You never know. We will run some. We'll run some other matches. We'll run some free for alls. If any of you guys want to hop in after this and play some games, we'll give some $5 to the winner, some cash games, free for alls. Got some fun new Blitz maps we'll try out. It'll be a hoot. So stick around, guys. As Luke takes this one home. Another quick reminder. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. You guys want to play? You want to hang out? You want to keep track of the matches? You want to talk to the community? Make some friends? The Discord, free messaging app. For those of you who don't know what it is, you join it. You hang out. Simple as that. And yeah, Luke playing with Zhas a little bit here. Zhas does finally quit out. Luke takes it home, even with the lucky unicorn. Win goes to Luke.